This is an introduction to some of the features of DTL mode for Emacs supports SyncSort's DTL data flow language. So you start out by going to the repository on GitHub. This is my repository, Gregory G. /SyncSort-DTL, and you can either clone the repository or download it. And I'll show you what we have under SyncSort-DTL Emacs. That's where you'll find the mode and snippets for YA snippet that can be very handy for creating tasks and jobs in DTL. The way I have it set up in Emacs is I utilize the hook to set up certain things like highlight line mode and turn on autocomplete. And what that is all about is autocomplete uses that dictionary file that's in the repo to help with completion of those things. So one of the parameters that you can customize is where is that dictionary file stored on your machine, and then one of the other things is indentation level. So let me go to projects now. Projects back on the repo is another set of code. So this is a growing set of code that are examples for using DTL to use either single server ETL projects or Hadoop MapReduce ETL type of projects. And what I'm going to look at is this sessionized web logs, which is at this point the most involved set of code right here. There are several mapper tasks, which starts with M, and then a couple reducer tasks, which start with R. And the point is to take Apache web logs, organize them by IP address and date, or the timestamp, and then create sessions out of that. So based on, say, a 30-minute time period, all of the interactions from that IP address will be considered part of the same session. And then the last part of that is to roll it up by session so that you get an aggregate view of the session use. And since we've added country code to all of these, you can pull that up on something like Tableau and look at the distribution of your sessions around the world. So when I open up this DTL task, this first one for the first mapper, this is what I see, and this shows off the mode. It did turn on highlight line as I had done in my hook, and then it highlights the keywords, the commands, strings, environment variables, and other elements of the language. It also includes an indent line function so that you can, for instance, select the entire buffer and then hit tab, and it will auto indent everything for you. Another feature is the ability to run in a compilation buffer to test your tasks and jobs as you're writing them. So in order to do that, that is bound to Control-C, Control-C. So let me hit that right now. And then ask me if I want to save this file. And then it actually runs it in a compile buffer. And you can watch that proceed as it processes. And then once it does, you'll see the log data from DM Express, which is the engine that's used to run DTL. And you'll see whether it finished correctly or not. If it didn't, then errors will show up, and you can jump to them in the compile buffer. The same is true if you're looking at the entire job, which puts all of the DTL tasks together. And that would be, in this case, this DTL, which specifies the entire flow, including the break between mappers and reducers when you're running on Hadoop, because you can run this job on or off Hadoop. So in this case, I'm going to hit Control-C, Control-C, and let it run just on my workstation, not on Hadoop. And then you'll see the completion of all the tasks. And if there are any errors, you'll be able to jump to the direct task as it's running or after it is finished. So it has run through all these and it's complete. So it has created our output and given us whatever information we needed from the running using the compile buffer. So that's the quick overview of DTL mode. Hope you find it useful.